I love being a turtle!
Welcome to the Turtle Power Podcast. Coming up straight from the sewers, this is your audio source for all the news, reviews, and insight into the world of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now grab a slice, tie your mask on tight, and enjoy this episode of
Turtle Power!
Yes, that's right. This is, what did I say? Mutant? Mutant? Yeah, that's a hard word to say. Yes, that's right. This is the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle podcast. And I dubbed it the Turtle Power Podcast to try to avoid any issues with licensing or anything. So I guess I should start off with an introduction. My name is Ryan Hurley. I'm a turtle fan for as long as I can remember, and I'm also a podcast enthusiast. And this is essentially my attempt to bring two of my passions together, and also to be able to spread the love of the TMNT from out of the forums and into the podcast universe. So a little bit more about me. I was born in '82. So I definitely grew up with the original animated series. As far as personally, my profession, I'm an engineer. I live in Orlando, Florida. And I want to be clear, I know that I'm not the biggest expert when it comes to the TMNT. Okay, I know my fair share, but I hope that this podcast can help with improving my own knowledge and fandom even more. And I guess I should mention that my favorite turtle is Raphael. So that's anytime we have anybody on the show here, I'm gonna make sure I ask that question. So to kind of go over a rundown with how the show's gonna work, we'll start off with an introduction, go into some news, and then I'm gonna have a topic of the show segment. We'll talk a little bit about how that's going to work a little bit later. A character spotlight. I'm going to try to have myself and whoever is on the show with me kind of go over a character and our thoughts of that character and some of the history behind that character. And then also end the show with a song of the show, which could be from any of the Turtle universes. So let's kick it off with the news. Now, what I'm going to do with the news is I'm going to be pulling news stories from a variety of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan sites. So this one comes from ninjapizza.net. Turtles have been sighted at the Nickelodeon Sweets Resort. These are the same costumes that appeared at the TMNT Shell Shock opening at the Mall of America this past March 17th. I've actually heard that they're already down there. So since I live in Orlando, and the Nickelodeon Suites Resort is located just on the south side of Walt Disney World, I plan on stopping over there soon and take some pics, and hope to share those with everyone. Next news item comes from tmnt-ninjaturtles.com/blog. This is that at San Diego Comic-Con, there's going to be an exclusive Kevin Eastman cover of TMNT number 11 from the current IDW series. I guess this is a rumored print run of 500 copies, so not sure if that's accurate number, but hope to see some of the big turtle fans get out there and be able to get one of those. No, I'm not going out to Comic-Con. I'd like to someday, but it's definitely not in the cards right now. So the next news item comes also from ninjapizza.net. It's that there's going to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle preview panel at the London Comic-Con. Now, this is taking place over the days of May 25th through the 27th. I guess there's going to be a sneak peek of the new Nickelodeon series, and I'm definitely personally, I'm definitely looking forward to hitting the web and reading all about and potentially seeing any of the new info about the new series. I know that some has leaked out there already, and a little skeptical about it so far, but maybe some new video might be able to sway me in the other direction. And last news item is, I said this one I got over the internet because it was everywhere. Kevin Eastman auctioned off the first ever TMNT group shot. This was sold via heritageauctions.com. It sold for $71,700. I'm sure you can Google this and find a picture of what this drawing was. It was done by him and Peter, and that's an astounding value. Sometimes being a comic book collector can be an expensive hobby, I guess. So that's all the news I have for this show. Moving on now to the topic of the show, which for this being the very first show, I'd like to talk about how I'd like to work this podcast in the future. I'd like it to be a community-run show. So, me, I'm just one person. I'm just a fan, and I know there's a lot of other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans out there that know a lot more than I do. And, I have a big list of topics that I'd like to cover, over the many, many shows I'd like to do. But I need the help of fans like you to come onto the show with me and help discuss these topics. So, now this list is it's a work in progress. It's not an exclusive list, so there's certainly items could be added to it. Definitely want to do, I'll probably do this on the next show, is an overview of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. History, impact, future. How has the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, impacted, you personally? I'd also like to discuss the different comic series, as that's how the TMNT first started. Starting with the original series and all the way through to the current IDW series. And, even potentially talk about, kind of a guide for comic book collecting and how you can support your local comic book store. Also, certainly like to talk about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle animated series, series, starting with the original 1980s series, which so many of us grew up on. But I definitely also want to talk about the 2003 series, which really is what brought me back into being such a huge TMNT fan. That series was amazing, and I know not enough people saw it, so I'd really like to, and really looking forward to talking about that series. And then, of course, as we get closer to its debut this fall, I believe, I'd like to talk about the new Nickelodeon series. Of course, we're going to talk about the television shows. Of course, we got to talk about the big screen versions as well. So, discussions on all 5 movies. Yes, 5. Now, according to the 5th, never made it to the big screen, but there was the first 3 were, of course, live action. The 4th was CGI, entitled TMNT. The 5th being Turtles Forever, which any Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan has to watch. It's just an absolutely great movie, and definitely, obviously the diehards are gonna have seen it, but that's another one like that 2003 series where, 2003 series kind of plays into it, but definitely more people need to see this. And then also, as we get closer to its debut, its much debated debut, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Michael Bay reboot, which has obviously, if you're listening to this, a lot of controversy there. So definitely it will get its fair share of discussion time here on the Turtle Power Podcast. So outside of the visual aspects, I'd like to also discuss collecting. Like to potentially have some interviews with actors and voice actors, animators, and even fans that have had such a history with the franchise. Potentially even talk about the 25th anniversary that took place a couple of years ago. I'd like to discuss the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at the Disney MGM Studios. This was a live-action show that was near the back lot. I remember going as a kid many times. There's lots of pictures with me and the costumed versions of the Turtles. So I'd like to talk a little bit about that. And a big impact I know I had that had an impact on me personally was the various Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle video games. So I'd like to discuss that as well. And like I said, these topics are literally just a stepping stone. And any topics that listeners that you guys would like to discuss, please contact me and let me know. Normally we would do the character spotlight. I'm not going to do one today because I really like to have somebody with me to kind of go over this. So essentially, that's the end of the show. And this is a quick one. I'm going to go on to say thank you so much for listening. This is the first podcast for me personally, and I'm really looking forward to, with the help of you, the listeners, make this podcast something way more than I could ever do personally. You can check us out at our official website for now, which is turtlepowerpodcast.blogspot.com, and of course we've got the whole gambit of Facebook pages, facebook.com/turtlepowerpodcast. We're on Twitter at TMNT Podcast because Turtle Power Podcast was too long of a name for Twitter, and old-fashioned email, turtlepowerpodcast@gmail.com. So to close the show, thank you so much again. I hope to hear from you soon. And the song of the show is, well, what else but Turtle Power by Partners in Kryme from both of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 soundtrack and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 soundtrack. Thanks again. Bye.
What you believe in and find the strength to do what's right, that's